Oh my gosh, here we are. Courtesy Flush, welcome back. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, The Mines of Phandelver, tonight with Naresar. And off over to the other side. We'll cut over to the D&D cam in a minute, but Michael, grace us with your beautiful voice.
Yeah, it's me.
It's him, the legendary Michael 19XDX. Actually, you can find him on YouTube under one of the Hearthstone Championship videos.
I had 2 videos. It's me dropping out of the tournament immediately. Didn't even lose. I just rage quit. Just a filthy, disgusting opening hand. You can't see it in the video, but trust me, it was just awful. And so I was just like, fuck this, fuck Hearthstone.
Very heroic of you, Mike. You know what? You did it for everyone involved. That's what it was all about. And also on Discord, we have John Biddy7.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there he is.
That sultry, sexy voice that he has. And tonight we're going to be playing.
Michael has showed us the path to victory by not even trying. So
Listen, I'm gonna admit the 20 minutes of like BM and emoting spam that I did before I quit, that was probably out of line. But I mean, I learned that's how I play. That's how I play, and that's how I want everyone else to play. And so I don't think it's wrong that that's the way I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we totally. I forget that he can actually see what we're doing over here. So let's cut over to the D&D thing so you can see Michael. Hey, Michael, look at that.
Oh, hey.
There you are. And John's going to be joining us on Discord, kind of in the background playing Sea of Thieves, I'm guessing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
I locked out of Sea of Thieves.
Anything good in Sea of Thieves?
They're adding in later this week. I think it was like, from what I heard, it was like on the 20th. They're adding in the new island and rowboats and stuff, and they've redone the inventory system. So
should be fun.
It's getting better.
I'm excited to play more content. I think that's what I was kind of like drapped out for, was like just the lack of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But playing with you is always fun. You're definitely a captain amongst men.
Appreciate that.
I said that yesterday. Like, what was it? I said at the beginning of Tomb Raider stream. I was like, John has that look, you know. He looks you right in the eye, and if he says these words, you just feel it. You know, he'll say, "Mike, you know what? I'm just really disappointed in you." And just by saying that, immediately, you just feel terrible about everything that you've ever done in that situation, and he'll turn around and just away. He's gone, like a poof of smoke, and you're just like, was he even there?
I just like to make sure and point out the things that make you horrible and terrible, and then let you decide what you're going to do next.
Sounds like a DM. All right, so let's. Sounds like a great description of a DM. Let's go ahead and start out the campaign. Michael, hit us off. Where are we at? What are we doing?
All right. Well, last time you had finished clearing out Cragmaw Castle. You had
cleaning out's one way to describe the slaughter.
you had just vaporized a returning warband of hobgoblins, and you're just pretty much done at that point. Weren't in the mood for any kind of smack talk or bargaining. Just wanted to keep going and get on out.
Well, no, we were in the mood for bargaining. It's just she pulled a mallet out of nowhere. I was literally going to say one thing, and then she's like,
"Oh,
no."
You're going way back from that.
Way back.
I thought he was talking about like the fireball that ended last stream.
Yeah, we were about to bargain with some people, but now I remember. That was like the...
Yeah, the bargain was, you leave now, you live. They weren't interested in leaving, so we weren't interested in leaving them alive.
I felt like they could have looked at the situation and immediately went, you know what? This castle's falling apart. All my friends are dead or turned to ash. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with these people. We were literally telling them that, like almost breaking the fourth wall, and they were just like, no, we're gonna attack you. And so we did what we do best, which is apparently
your intimidation roll.
It's interesting. I don't know if combat is something we do best. I feel like we skim by a lot of the times. Like, just like the dice just rolls, and I can hear Michael like, fuck. Looks like you hit him. Fucking dice roll rolls both ways. Like, when it rolls like a 2, I'm over here like, yeah, it's a totally a 2.
That it does.
So, it's a fun thing to do. I interrupted you, Michael. I'm sorry.
No, previously, you cleared out Crackman Castle, and you decided that you're going to escort Gundren Rockseeker back to his, back to Phandalin, where you all just kind of took it easy for a day, just took a nice, good rest, heal your wounds, drink some ale, just kind of breathe easy now that you had cleared out, basically all threat of goblinoids in the area, as well as the Red Brand ruffians that had infested Phandalin. It's a fairly comfortable place to travel to and stay now, with a few exceptions. You know, from your time in Phandalin, just talking with the locals and your previous communications, Darren Edermath, of Edermath Farms, or Orchards, or a singular orchard.
Oh, I see the orchard up there at the top left there.
Had talked to you before and had heard and conveyed of particular travelers being chased away from the Old Owl Well, a well which is quite ancient, but it still produces very fresh water. Has been there's been sightings of strange figures. Some people have even been chased away by undead, and so he has asked you, or suggested that it might be worth looking into to go see what's going on there and see if you can remedy the situation that's going on. That seems pretty odd. Undead just springing up out of nowhere.
So Aaron Edermath, is that what you said? Aaron?
Darren
Okay,
Edermath.
Darren Edermath.
That's who suggested that perhaps that's one location you might want to check out. When you talked to the town master, he had conveyed that there was a warband of orcs that were generally scouting and slaughtering passing travelers in the area. And they suggested pointing you toward Wyvern Tor. It was used to be a den of dragons, of wyverns, but they've since been cleared out by another band of adventurers, and that was years ago. But it's still weird. It's still frequently occupied by travelers, or in this case, this traveling band of orcs. And finally, Quelline Alderleaf of Alderleaf Farms. I think that was the same mother of the child who found the secret entrance into the Red Brand hideout. Is friends with an old druid. His name is... should have written it down.
Is it an actual name from the book, or?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm sitting here thinking you made the names up because I was like, man, these are really good.
Nope, those are in there. Quelline is a longtime friend of a druid named Redoth. Redoth is an old druid who, like most druids, just fucking hobbits off into the woods and is communing with nature and smoking hobbit weed and all that shit. She
sounds like a fun night.
She knows that he's very knowledgeable about the area surrounding Phandalin and might be able to shine some light on... well, you guys know where Wave Echo Cave is now that you've rested Gundren Rockseeker. So the information that the druid might be able to offer you might not be as valuable as if you hadn't found the map or saved Gundren, but he's a wise old druid who lives in the woods, and hasn't been heard from in a while. So it might be good to... you get the feeling that she was telling you this would be valuable to check up, but at the same time you're also feeling like maybe she's just telling you that like it would be true, like you would have information, but she also is trying to get you to check up on them. She's worried, and doesn't really have the resources to do it herself or to pay for somebody to do it. But you have heard tales of Thunder Tree. It's an ancient kind of ruins of a town with chance for adventure. So those are kind of your 3 lines right now. You could go to Wave Echo Cave, but it's you're not quite prepared yet, and this is the way of saying you're not of level. It's
a friendly DM warning.
It's a friendly DM. I mean, you could, and it's like,
yeah,
I haven't put the HP of like all the monsters in the dungeon.
Oh, see, I'm trying to make you sound like you're giving us a fair warning, but you're just saying I'm not prepared either. So
no,
don't go there.
I got the map up and I have all the monsters there. I like put it in the HPs of things and roll 20, and I haven't done that. Which isn't to say that I couldn't just keep it pen and paper.
But no, it's a lot easier to track that way because you're sitting over here like trying to put down 50 numbers, and also it's nice to see something else on the screen other than just a map.
Yeah,
which is what we're looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So let me zoom in on his map a little bit. We still got Fantasy Costco, where all our dreams come true.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put that in my soundboard, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at Phandalin. We have Sword Fighter and yeah, you did separate them by people who aren't here at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi says he might be dropping in.
Oh.
It's his birthday today.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Is Malachi in there right now? Yeah, don't do that. He will get very angry.
Yeah.
He's one of those people.
Didn't we do that last year?
Nah, I don't think we did.
I thought we did. I thought we had him on and we sung Happy Birthday.
Oh. I am sorry, Malachi, for doing that. I keep forgetting, like, he definitely is, like, one of those people where if you do that, he will get very upset with you. Not in, like, a very oh, my friends, I still love him. More like he will just cut ties with you. He doesn't like that shit. That really shows how much he values us as friends.
That's weird.
Because he really does not like that shit.
Well,
he has some stories where people have done it, and he's just like, I don't.
I just remember. Well, you know, maybe I'm misremembering.
It might have been someone else. It might have been Kevin or Sarah, maybe.
I think, yeah, we sung Happy Birthday to somebody, and it was received fairly well.
Yeah, if it was Malachi, he would have been like, no. He would have left.
No.
Nah, he would. He's pretty cool about it.
All right.
Until after the thing, and then he'll be like, yeah, I'm probably not going to talk to you guys anymore. Fuck you guys.
Saying Happy Birthday to me, you fucking awful douchebags.
He warns you in advance. Don't do that shit.
Why doesn't he like that?
Well, like probably why a lot of people don't. They just don't like being sung Happy Birthday to. And he's just more on the thing of just please don't do it. And if you do it anyway, he gets upset. It's sort of like he asks you not to, and then you went ahead and did it kind of situation. So I don't blame him. I don't like it either. It's also like I'm not terribly upset about it, but I'm also kind of like, I don't really care for it. I'm not too unhappy. I like if you guys like Happy Birthday's cool. I'd much rather just hang out with people. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I always saw it as like I don't know. It seems to me it's like people just want a ritual to sing praise of your birthday, and at a certain point, it's not so much about. Well,
I know you enjoy it, so that's probably why it might be foreign to you.
I don't like crazy enjoy it. It's just like
you had a big smile on your face when they sung it to you at your birthday, well, like the biggest smile.
Well,
it was
just fun,
adorable.
It's just nice. It's like everybody is singing Happy Birthday, and they're being they're being nice to you. And it's not like they're making fun of you or they're trying to get rid of it. Right? It's just everybody is. It's one of those rituals I see, like it's almost more for the people celebrating than it is
for the person who's receiving it.
And it's like
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. I mean, at a restaurant, sure, I get it. Like, don't have
fuck that.
Sweaty people
especially like what is it? The
angrily clapping.
John's like. Why are they sweating?
If you work at a restaurant, like for that first half hour, you might be okay, but after that, you're sweaty. Like it doesn't matter where you are.
And then they're like, "It's my daughter's birthday."
If you're in the kitchen, you are soaked in sweat. If you're a bar back, you're soaked in sweat.
Sweating all over the cake, and you're just okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's why they have so many towels so that you can dry your hands and you can dry your face. But no, it's like. Every time I came back from a restaurant after working, my clothes would just be like,
drenched.
My shirt was thin, but it would be soaked through. Like I would just be damp.
Sexy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead here, and hey, could you do me a favor? Put that microphone toward you, because it's not even. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Can you hear Nick? Okay, John. Say something, Nick.
Something.
Let me turn him up.
A little louder.
Keep going.
Something.
Perfect.
Something.
Sweet. Okay, I have to make sure that microphone's a lot more sensitive than Michael and mine's, so I gotta be. Like I have mine turned so far up. I have Michael's turned so far up.
So far up.
But that microphone, not so much. But anyway, got my character sheet open. So, let's see here. We don't have Sword Fighter, we don't have Mass Mage, but we do have Arunian, and we have Olivius, and then we have myself. And also Franklin.
Yes.
Franklin the Goldfish.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like taking a stroll by Fantasy Costco while we're in town.
You want to take a stroll by Fantasy Costco. Michael, we're going to go to Fantasy Costco.
Garfield. That's right. It's Garfield the Deals World.
I would say play the music, but I don't want to like mess with the actual like VLC thing. I wish I could. Maybe I could try to like walk you through how to add it to the soundboard, but that'd be kind of weird.
I wonder if I can just open like. Let's see.
Well, you could. I was gonna say you can. You know, at the toolbar at the bottom right. Oh, there we go. It's so low. Okay, where's Garfield? I don't hear him.
Hello! It's me, Garfield, the Deals Warlock. We don't have any new items in stock, but you're free to peruse what we had last time.
I just turned off I just shut the music off, and I'm like, you don't have what now?
Well, we don't have any new items in stock, dearie.
Sorry. No, you can go ahead and you want to put the other music back on?
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. Did we get any gold from... We should have gotten gold from...
Yeah, you got some items and shit.
We got gold. I think
because
Mass Mage got like a ton of money.
Well, yeah, because he's okay with
unscrupulous.
Drawing. Yes. You know, he's okay with just robbing from things, and Michael's like, yeah, you can have it. Whereas if I touched it, some fucking horrible thing happens to me.
I will tell you right now, as God, nothing would have happened to you if you had taken that shit off the altar.
I believe you.
Maybe, but on the other hand, I had been reading a lot of Lovecraft lately, and it's like, no. That's just a bad idea. That's a bad idea for continued life and/or sanity.
What about what's his name? Barry Blue Jeans. Did he do anything nice for us because we returned his armor and his? Oh,
you got some gold.
Okay, how much gold do we have? Did we get from that?
I thought you had taken all that down.
I did not, because you didn't mention it.
Oh. No, I hadn't gone through and figured out how much gold you got from the last thing. Suffice to say, it's probably around like 200 or 300 each.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about 300 because I also have this gold statue of Sun Elf in crimson cloth. But I asked you to break it down into gold pricing, and I don't remember. I did not put it down here.
I don't remember. It wasn't something extreme.
Well, let's just say 300 apiece is fine.
There's something around that.
And give
I'll go back and figure it out, and I'll take it from you in blood if I have to.
That's not fair.
That's exactly fair.
No, it's not. You didn't neither of us calculated it. You're punishing me for a mistake that we both made. That makes no sense.
There's probably nothing that...
Why are you punishing me? I didn't do anything.
Because I feel like it.
Okay.
That's the only reason It's like the rule of fun. Am I having fun? Yes.
I just feel like I'm the one being picked on, but you know what? You go ahead. It's because I'm the one living here.
Well, it's that, but it's also that like you're the one.
He just paid his half the rent too, so now he knows he can just do whatever he wants to me. Because I'm like sitting here with the money now, and he's just like, "That's right, motherfucker. I'm coming for you." I'm just kidding. I don't know what he's gonna do to me. I just know it's not gonna be fun for me.
No. So review the things that you haven't bought yet.
Okay, thank you.
You haven't bought the Pocket Spa, which is that's an extra on short rests. It's a little pocket Vortal where
it's like a pocket time dimension kind of thing where we can take like a rest without taking like time out of the real world.
Yeah. Well, not time. Like time won't pass normally, but you'll be if you hide it pretty well. It's not like there's chances of encounters if you camp out in the wild. Inside the Pocket Spa, those chances are diminished. You also get some extra healing and some flavor, as in like you just get to go to the spa and you get to lounge out and eat orange slices.
Get to have the must-have hot springs episode of every anime, where for some reason everyone, it doesn't matter what part of the world they're from, whatever they're talking about, World War II anime, there's a hot spring somewhere in there.
Well, I mean, there's hot springs all over Japan, and they're like,
yeah, I know that's part of they're very popular, but it's funny to just see, no matter what the topic.
You know what fucking sucks is like there are a few like hot springs in America, but not like styled in the Japanese.
I was gonna say, well, way. Some of them you don't actually want to get into
because they're too hot.
Yeah, hot springs are. Yeah,
I was gonna say like Yellowstone. I know will
melt your skin off.
Yeah, basically.
Your flesh.
Ours is like hot springs up to 11. You know, but anyway, going on with this because I don't want to get carried on with side conversations. We could do this all night.
The only public baths in America are gay bathhouses and gay clubs. That's where you, like if you want a big bath, you gotta go to a gay club. They don't just have a regular bath.
So have, like, Pocket Luau to mention.
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to like get through the thing.
Trying to get us back on rails.
You have the lens of straight creeping, which allows you to identify footprints or tracks left behind, things that you wouldn't normally be able to track. Glasses of lightning comprehension, which allow you to read faster. Wand of switcheroo. You point it at a creature of similar size within 100 feet, and the holder will switch places with the target if it is willing. And if it is unwilling, it must succeed a DC 17 Constitution save to resist.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Like even if it's like someone who doesn't normally have high Constitution, they just get that inherently.
It's a pretty hefty check.
Yeah.
Which would be funny because it's like that's the kind of thing where you could like jump off a cliff and then roll the die on a wand to switcheroo and see if you could just fuck somebody up like that. But that's a big.
Oh, that's a risk. That's a suicide risk because you jump off a cliff, you're probably not going to live even with saving throws.
Probably not, unless you're a wizard and then you cast Featherfall. But who knows? The unlimited pasta pass, which again is just 10 gold. Like that's a bargain.
You keep trying to push this pasta pass on us.
It's just an item, and like I mean I can't control what items there are.
I mean, you
think
can.
It was, I believe Mass bought a ring last time that was like, save us.
Ring of Recall.
Yeah.
It was to get back a spell slot on a failed spell. And there's no more of those. There is, however, the Ring of Pointing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard about the Ring of Pointing, which is the laser pointer ring, basically. Yep.
It's a laser pointer.
And it has unlimited uses.
Yeah, it just works.
And how much was that?
That's 20 gold.
I'm gonna buy it.
All right.
I'm gonna buy the Ring of Pointing.
Ring of Pointing. As a bonus, you get to decide the color that shoots out of the laser.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
Technically, green is the more powerful.
Yeah, I was thinking
red is like the classic.
Red's the classic. That's the one. I think that was because we didn't really have like. Wasn't something where we just didn't like at the time it was developed. We didn't have like light emitting diodes in different colors just yet.
I think, yeah, red was the first light LEDs developed.
Yeah.
So I that could have been just, yeah, one of those kind of things.
Okay, well then I'll just take a green one.
Okay.
Green sounds good.
Garfield waves his hand over the ring, and he goes, shibbity-dibbity, woo! And the ruby that was in the ring turns into an emerald. And he hands the ring over. It takes your gold, and now you have this this ring of pointing that shoots a green laser light.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, the luau pocket dimension.
Yes.
Was how much?
I like how you call it a luau.
Yeah.
Well, it was tropical island.
You
I
get
don't
some
know.
pina
You know,
coladas.
you're thinking Hawaii all of a
Yeah.
sudden. Nice.
It's 300 gold.
Anything you want to buy, Arunian?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. I'm
Nah,
gonna
I'm
make a
good.
note.
You're like, nah. I don't want it.
Livius buys pocket spa. And I'll just make sure that I take that gold out of you one way or another.
Might need to give Garfield a post hoc IOU.
In fact, he does. Since we'll do it in universe, he does take a lock of your tail hair. It's like, you don't worry about that, but maybe you should worry about that.
Well, I paid him. I have money, so I paid him. I'm not taking an IOU. Like, I had money prior to this, so it wasn't like I was really getting a bank card or anything. I look at Garfield like, you come over here and do that shit.
Well, he already took a lock of hair, but he's
Not from me.
not from you, from Olivius.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's Olivius. He can.
Yeah, they took all the.
Olivius can decide his own personal boundaries.
All right, so
Like,
yeah.
Crowin does not approve of wizards and their. Well, actually, I approve of wizards. Actually, I approve of most people. Crowin approves of a lot of people, actually. He's very much like, yeah, no, that's cool.
Very pro.
Yeah, why not?
As he
Very
lives.
pro-
I care about everything, including that monster that died. I felt really bad about that.
Which the bugbear?
No, the Skrick.
Oh, the Grick.
The Grick.
All right.
I felt bad about it. I was like, I don't want to kill monks. I mean, bandits, sure, they're assholes. They're easy to fucking, justify, but they're animals. I'm kind of like, eh. Anything else from Fantasy Costco, guys? Are we good to go?
No, I think we're good to go as soon as
I'm
we
all set.
decide what strikes our fancy most.
Well,
Dwarf hunting? Not dwarf hunting. We have a dwarf.
Arunian just looks at you.
Druid hunting. There's where the D word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
Undead slaying or orc bashing.
Well, you said the druids are in the woods?
Druid is at Thunder Tree Ruins.
Thunder Tree Ruins. I kind of like the druid one, personally.
Okay, that works for me. Arunian, do you have any preferences, objections, or otherwise input to add?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? I don't care. Let's just get.
So I do like the Bill Burr. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no.
Fair enough. Let's go talk to Gungeon Rockseeker really quick.
Okay.
We need to let him know what we're planning on doing.
Okay.
I just want to let him know. I mean, I
Yeah,
want him to
so-
be like,
well-
"Hey, where'd you guys go?"
Yeah. So you're in the inn and you go see Gundren and you get him up. He was sleeping. He's been sleeping for a while because he had the shit kicked out of him for so long. Might have had a lady of the night come visit once or twice. But he gets up and he answers the door. He's like, "Oh, all right. Oh, hey guys, what's going on?"
Well, since that we have no real rush now that you're safe here, and I think that we all can say for sure that you're definitely safe, right? I think he's safe enough here.
Yeah, pretty safe here, yeah.
We're going to go and see if we can get some more provisions and resources before we take on Wave Echo Cave.
That's pretty smart. That's a pretty good idea.
So we would like it if you could also do kind of the same while you're in town, whatever it is that you're a trader, you can figure it out.
Oh yeah, I'll get the politics figured out, all the bureaucratic shit. You know, we'll get the permits and the taxes, and I'll get those missives sent, and we'll make sure that we got all the supplies that we need for mining. We'll put up some job postings. I'll put some stuff up on Craigslist. You know, that gnome who puts a list up in the woods named Craig. we'll post with him, and no, I'll make sure that we're pretty much set to go. So once you guys are ready and you go clear out Wave Echo Cave, we'll be able to jump on this. And I swear to God, guys, this is so good. This is we're gonna make so much money. We're gonna make so much fucking money off of this.
Crowin looks up from his ring and goes, I'm sorry, I missed all of that. What did you say? I'm sure it was fine. Anyway. I was trying to play the millennial on the phone kind of thing. Thank you, Gungeon. We will see you soon. Let's go report to Gariel. She's not even in town, is she? She left, didn't she?
No, I mean, she's still at the farm, but you don't have to let her know.
Okay. Who is the druid person we need to see for that quest?
You're looking for a druid. His name is Redolf.
And who do we see to initiate the... who do we case? You know, who do we start talking to?
Oh, you've already talked to them, and all you need to do is ask, general directions to Thunder Tree. Everybody in Phandalin knows where Thunder Tree is. And you can navigate there. It's not too far away. It's probably half a day's travel. If you want, you can just kind of select. You can select which direction you want to approach it from, or you could scout it out to get a better idea of what everything looks like. But you'll be pretty far away. So that's the kind of general thing. You can just head to Thunder Tree Ruins. And then we'll figure it out from there.
Do you guys want to go ahead and head out? You guys good with the town? You guys finished with town?
I think so. Let's head out. Let's roll.
That's it.
All right. What's that, Mass Mage and Sword Fighter? Oh, you want to go too? Sweet. All right. Let's just bring him with us, Michael. And if fights get too out of hand or too crazy, we can pull him in.
All right.
I don't want to have him follow us just to make us OP, but
yeah,
when shit hits the fan, let's just have him in the background. And also, in case they decide to join or Malachi wants to take over Sword Fighter,
yeah,
they're here already.
Okay.
Let me
change the. So you got an all black.
Ooh, it's all black.
All right,
it's a good color.
You head out of Phandalin and you head towards Thunder Tree. In the distance, you can see.
Oh wow, you aren't kidding us. Oh, it's a big map.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
You can see in the distance that there's a ruined tower. There's a bunch of ruins just strewn about. At the north, in the northern directions where the tower is. In the from the west, you think you can see remnants of smoke, just a little bit of a plume coming up from the sky, and then just a cluster of ruins are at the south and the west.
Okay.
So where would you like to approach from?
Well, I think it would be wise for us to scout it out, since the last time we approached a place like this, we didn't... Well, if it wasn't for your bird, which I guess was good.
Me and Ignatius, who's sitting on my shoulder, just kind of glare at Crowwind.
Your bird is glaring at me.
I know, I'm glaring at you too, so I don't really care.
Well, let's just scout the area. I will take my first stab at scouting the area, and then you want to send Ignatius out?
Yeah, we'll see where we go from here. Yeah.
I just like utilizing my thieving abilities to, because most of the time I'm just talking. So, because like I honestly like other than like sneaking a couple times in the last castle, I didn't really use my thieving abilities much. I got a ton of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and scout, Mike.
Okay. So gradually, the trail becomes an old, overgrown lane winding between dilapidated buildings, choked in vines and brush. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises a steep hill upon which stands a stone tower with a partially collapsed roof and an adjoining cottage. A dirt road hugs the base of the hill and wends its way between old stone houses, many of which are roofless ruins with interiors open to the weather. Other buildings appear more or less intact. The whole place is eerily silent. A wooden sign is nailed to a post nearby. It reads, "Danger. Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Great. We're going to have to deal with some sort of situation that involves plants and zombies, or some sort of versus thereof. In any case, we're going to need to scout the area so we can see something other than black. Is it?
All right, so where do you scout from?
Can I just like walk around the perimeter? Can we just like do a perimeter walk around kind of thing?
I mean, you gotta start somewhere though.
Oh, what do you guys want to think? Like the north or the east?
I'd go, yeah, like the north left corner.
Okay. Oh, he's so 3, which is what corner?
Oh, you thinking corner?
Oh yeah. Well, which side then?
I was thinking 3 for me was going to be from the west, but
all right.
I mean,
well, he rolled a 3. Let's do west. I like that idea. Reroll the 4-sided die to see which side we wanted to go from.
Was there a grid before?
There is, but Michael hasn't unveiled anything. It's just a complete
fog of war right now.
Fog of war.
So you're approaching from the west?
Yes.
We are approaching from the west.
Okay.
Our party approaches from the west.
So...
do you know any dwarf songs?
You come across a ruin, and this ruin looks like it might have once been a farmhouse. It's now half swallowed in a dense thicket. The trees are growing up through its ruined foundations. The lane continues south, a short distance past the ruin, before ending in an overgrown field. Let's see. Okay, so, this is generally... So you start like... Hold on a second here.
Hey,
found the compass.
We found the compass. There it is. We actually see something. I'm curious to see, like, if the fog of war in the full version of Roll20 is like, you see what you see, and like it has like a gradient effect kind of thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking. I get what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You also see... There's a small house, which seems to be in better condition than the ruined and dilapidated structures nearby. Not renovated by any means, but recently taken care of. The doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, and thick shutters protect the windows.
Well, do you want to send Ignatius down to examine these houses? He can fly away if there's any trouble, whereas if I get tangled up in a plant, I'm not going to be too happy about it.
No.
No. What?
No, I mean, no, as in, yes, I'm agreeing with you that, no, you would not be happy if you got tangled up in the plant.
You're just looked at, you just looked at me like, no.
Sorry. So I want to send Ignatius. We'll start with the ruins, house number 5, as it were.
Okay.
I guess since it doesn't appear to have a roof, he can just kind of perch on top of one of the walls and kind of take a peek inside and see if there's anything interesting, which means I should probably be rolling a 20-sided die.
Yeah, sure.
I got a 5.
Yeah. So Ignatius flies up and perches on the ruined wall, takes a look down. And it's just brush. Just overgrown. There's some trees growing out, like it said from the ruined foundation. Just appears to be just greenery. Just long left ruined house. No objects or anything of general value. Maybe some furniture that's been just mold rotten.
Nice.
Just dirt floor. Just nothing of note inside.
I am going to stealth up to house 4 and peek inside.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So 17?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wander up to the house and let's see. You wander up to the house and you peek inside, and you find not a very wide open window, but a general slit that just kind of acts as ventilation.
Oh, sweet.
And you peer inside, and you can see sitting in there is a wizened old gentleman, just kind of relaxing in the corner, smoking a pipe. He seems like he's not the cleanest gentleman in the world, but he's just he's got a nice earthen beard, and he's just hanging out.
Gandalf. No. So I sneak away and I go back to my party and I say, "It looks as though there is a wizard of or something living in this house over here, which I am just going to label number 4 because I can't think of any name for it at the moment. Don't ask me where that name came from. Arunian, do you know anything of this village?"
I've not heard of it.
No? Anybody got like passive wisdom thing? Or can we do like a wisdom roll, Mike, or anything like that to get some like background on this village?
I mean, sure.
Okay, who wants to do that?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, Nick's gonna do it. He's got a 6. With your...
Probably +4 for...
Yeah, +4, so...
I should have +4 first. Insight.
Yeah, so 10.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you just know that this place has been long since abandoned. Let's see. It used to be a fairly prosperous community. It was known for its woodcutting and trappers. But there's an eruption from Mount Hope now, and it devastated Thunder Tree. It killed a lot of people. It was essentially kind of like a Pompeii situation, and there was a lot of ash that fell on, which accelerated a lot of growth, but a lot of negative magical energy at the same time, which kind of twisted nature a little bit in the area.
Yeah, so other than it's been a little bit overgrown, it seems fairly ordinary otherwise. Maybe you should try knocking on the door and talking to this gentleman.
I should just knock on the door?
Yeah, I say this from the warmest and most sincere part of my heart.
I'm absolutely sure that's where it's coming from.
You just love to talk and do very well with people. If you do not feel comfortable, I will gladly go knock on the door myself.
Appreciate your vote of confidence from both of you. I heard that. Feel like I'm the most qualified there. Well then, I guess since I'm the most qualified to go and speak to this gentleman, I will go and knock on the door while you all hang back, I guess, or whatever it is you're doing.
Would you like Ignatius or one of us to go with you?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to die.
I go follow Crow up to the door. Erunin, would you like to come as well?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Like, you guys are like, hey, go up to the door. No, you're fine. As you guys are like in the bushes in the back. What the fuck?
we got your back.
Don't worry, I got a bow. It's like, yeah, that's helped us out so much. So much. You're gonna run up there with your Phantom Fist? Alright, I'm knocking on the door. Hold on.
I'm still working out the kinks of Phantom Fist, but hey, I got your back!
Hold on. Alright. Fucking mouse.
Hello?
Hold on. That's not character. That's
It's Michael. It's funny because that sounds like, alright, I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, the door opens inward, and a meek-looking, but friendly-looking old man opens the door, and he looks you all up and down, and he says, "Come in," and he invites you in.
All right. Well, my name is Crowwind, and this is Olivius and Arunian. And we are currently looking for whatever that druid's name is, because I forgot it. I should have wrote it down. What was his name, Mike?
His name is Reedoff.
We're looking for Reedoff, the druid. He went missing. I think that's what the quest was. I like it.
And
you gave me like 4 quests at the beginning, and I'm like getting them mixed in my head.
Yeah. He looks you over, and he says, "Who's gotta think of a name or a voice for this guy. Who is it who wonders of Reedoff?" Generally asking just who asked.
Yeah, who did ask? Because I forgot.
It was
the kid's mom.
Oh, the kid's mom?
Alderleaf.
Oh, Madame Alderleaf was searching for this man.
A slight smile plays over his face, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's me. I am the druid, Reedoff. And it was while I am touched by Miss Alderleaf's concern, I am fine. But I am just patiently watching nature here, seeing how things turn out through the course of time. Currently, there's not much of a concern, but I'll let you know there are very many plant monsters in the area, what are known as twig blights. The magical energies that twisted this place after the incident 30 years ago has brought life to these gremlin-like constructs, and in addition, there are a number of ashen zombies, the mutated bodies of those who died during the eruption of Mount Hope now. There are also men in strange masks in the east, camped out in the ruins. They seem to keep to themselves, but they seem a strange bunch. All this isn't so terrible as to reach out into the rest of the natural world. It's self-contained for the most part. I am a little worried of the spiders that live next door. They've set up in a building just east of here and seem to be wanting of some prey. And lastly, what I am most concerned about, but hasn't caused trouble yet, but there's not much that I can do about it, is a young green dragon has taken residence in the collapsed tower.
A dragon?
A young one, but yes, a dragon.
Of all things I have yet to see on my travels. It is on a list that I have, well, it's a list of many things I'd like to see, and a dragon was always on it, but unfortunately all I've ever seen at this point is dungeons, so I'm a little bit excited.
Well, I'd say you'd count yourself lucky if you never saw a dragon in your whole life, but I'd suggest you just leave. This is a dangerous place that isn't in the need for meddling, but I can see that you're not the type to be swayed. I suppose No. I won't ask you to see if you can persuade the green dragon to leave. I'd caution very, very strongly against
I look over at my companions and I'm just like, should we be persuading this dragon? Because I don't hear anything.
I'm giving you this look like no. That's
like no. Are you out of your fucking mind?
My eyes are widened. I was like, no, get out.
Dragon. Did you? Oh, I'm sorry, a little out of character. Did you update my character sheet, Mike?
No.
Okay.
We haven't leveled up. That was part of the.
Okay, no, I was just wondering because I looked at my experience points. Looks like I had some more added, but that might just be me not remembering. Anyway, back to the game. Well, it's not that we don't mind, just sort of letting things be at times, but she was quite concerned that you were out here all by yourself, and she hadn't heard from you in a while. And hearing about the spiders across the street, at least that's something we can do for you.
Well, if you wouldn't mind. He quickly, well, he doesn't quickly. He just kind of gets up and goes over to the table and grabs a piece of parchment and some ink, and he writes out a little bit of a scribble. And does a quick prestidigitation to dry the ink on the letter, and rolls it up and hands it to you and says, "If you'd be so kind as to deliver this to Miss Alderleaf." And he even he picks up a carved wooden duck that was sitting on the table as well, and he says, "If you could give this to the youngest Alderleaf." I'm sure that they were, I'm sure their heart's in the right place, but I can take care of myself. This is part of my job, after all. I'm a watcher. I watch this situation, and if I need to get out, I can get out quickly.
What is if you don't mind me asking, for what reason are you watching?
Well, this is an area of some concern. Should it unbalance itself, it will be my job to call upon the rest of my council and bring them here to resolve things. Currently, as it is, it's self-contained, like a habitat. Monsters attack one another, or keep to themselves, and there's nothing of value here, so people haven't come plundering about. It's just my job to just keep an eye on things.
And we have quite a, and I don't mean to intrude on the neighborhood, but we have quite a reputation now for, well, making situations better, so to say. What I mean to say is we can at least try to help balance the area more. I don't know, like
we can
save me, Olivius.
At least accelerate its balancing.
Yes, we do this not strictly because we're we're mercenaries or anything like that. I mean, nobody's paid us to be out here, but because it's just within our nature.
Those who can should.
Yeah, I agree with Olivius. I mean, and if somehow money does happen to fall into my pocket along the way, magic works in mysterious ways.
Well, not many people.
That's what I do as a rogue. So.
Not many people have been around. Much of the ruin remains unsearched. You might be able to find a thing or two in some of the buildings if you take a close look. But again, beware. There are many monsters about.
Is there a chance that this person can train us in a adding like a point or two to nature checks? Is that something? Well, if it's something you didn't plan for, I don't want to
I mean, not like it would really help you out much anyway.
Because I have +4 to nature, but I'm thinking if I meet a professional druid.
For that to happen, I'd say you'd have to live with him for a while. You'd have to kind of apprentice. for a bit for that to happen.
So I'm not too familiar with point systems, so I'm just trying to figure it out.
No, it's usually that is just those are just bonuses given based on like your proficiency and what you select doing.
He gives me a book of animal handling.
I mean,
like that. Yeah,
it's like he could just he could point at a bush and say, "You can eat those berries." I mean, but it's like you'd know that those berries are now edible, and that's just some knowledge you carry with you. But it wouldn't increase your knowledge. There's not much he could show you in a well. There's some stuff that he could show you in a day, but not much that you don't know already. Being kind of an adventurer, like you know how to make a snare, you know how to tie knots, you know a little bit about plants and plant life. What he can tell you is that I mean he looks you over and is like not for nothing, but if you do run across any twig blights, they're made of wood, so fire.
Oh,
right.
That's why you travel with a wizard, of course.
Hopefully your firebolt actually connects. Thank you very much, Druid. We appreciate...
These spiders that you mentioned that, at the very least, that we could clear out for you, is that the ruins directly across the... I don't know...
We are making a rough map at the currently, and we have labeled it as a number 5.
Oh, no, number 5 is it's just a regular old crap piece of shit. No, the house with the spiders in it are a little bit more east than that. If you were to walk out of my door east and just walk straight, you'd run smack face into it.
Oh. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Druid. We appreciate everything.
Please, call me Readoff.
Readoff. Yes. Thank you. It's only because I forgot his name again. Thank you, Readoff. We will definitely let you know once the spider threat has been neutralized.
Again, I caution you, any monsters you come across, don't hesitate to attack. But the green dragon and the masked figures way east, I'd suggest you take your time and talk to them if you can. They might be open to a lot of reason, but the monsters, of course. So that's the dragon and the hooded figures you'll want to discuss. But everything else, you're not going to have much of a chance to talk to.
And Sir Readoff,
please just read off.
Sorry.
Not at all.
Force of habit. Apologize. You mentioned the young green dragon. Do you know, does the dragon have a name? While I'm at it.
But, yeah, that would be good to know, actually.
Was there a particular place in the balance of things that maybe this dragon would be better suited that you know of? Or were you just antsy that young of any sort can occasionally cause a ruckus, and especially that of a young dragon?
He closes his eyes for a minute, and then for realism, we're just going to take a minute.
While Michael's rifle through his book really quick. I poke at Arunian's shoulder plate, and I'm like, wow, that's really nice quality. Where did you get that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, did you pass out? Oh man, we got John when he's like ready for bed. I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm not sleepy or anything, but you kind of caught me off guard because I'm like sitting here just watching your guys' stream, and it's like, okay, you start saying my name, I was like, oh crap, I gotta respond now.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was just trying to make conversation so that way Michael can figure out what he needs to figure out.
Yeah, I just don't have an answer to that because I'm trying to think of a store name that we possibly have passed and stuff.
That looks like one of those bullseye stores. I remember you went to one of those, the new chain that's been opening up around Neverwinter. It's got a big giant red bullseye.
I believe, oh, what do they call that? The Archer's Mark or something like that.
Yes, the Archer's Mark.
He opens his eyes, and
he's like, all right, guys.
I have communed with nature, but unfortunately, I do not know the dragon's name. I do know that they're very prideful and vain creatures. So, if you were to ask and give your name in return, you'd probably be able to find out very quickly.
Well,
thank you very much, Reedoff. I believe, unless any of my other party members have any questions, we will set out and see what we can discover about these woods.
I have a question.
Ooh.
Yes, Constable Reedoff. Where was the dragon's last known location?
Oh, that's in the ruined tower north of here.
Ah.
He's like, all right, I know where I'm not going.
So I will go the other way.
Also, Mike, on a side note here, on my paper it says I have hit dice total 3d8.
Yeah. So when you take a short rest, you're allowed to roll those hit dice.
Oh, that's what that's for.
That lets you reclaim hit points.
Thank you. All right, that's into that. Sorry.
All right.
Okay. Well, I would say we should go and definitely take care of this spider problem. Arunian, you being the most armored and constitutional of us. Actually, how much is your AC?
I don't think my stuff was upgraded, but I think my AC was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, Runian's pretty low as far as AC goes.
Yeah.
His hit points, though?
His hit points are decent.
Ranger.
What's his hit points at?
His hit points are 22.
22? Yeah. Since you're the most constitutional of all, I don't know if that's actually the correct verb for that, but the most constitutional of us, why don't you go ahead? I will be directly behind you, and then because we don't want another ring fire around Olivius, we will have him in the back casting fireballs.
I just nod my head.
Arunian, if you had to give a number to your dexterity modifier, what would that number be?
Dexterity modifier?
Yeah, so like your
plus 5.
Plus 5. Damn.
Wow. Okay.
That's higher than mine.
May I make a suggestion? I have this magic staff. You see, in fact, a staff made out of glass. You may remember it was among our loot earlier. One of the powers it has is a thing called mage armor. It would allow me to give you an temporary armor of AC of 13 plus your dexterity modifier, and that seems like that may be helpful. In fact, Crow, I don't believe you're wearing armor at all either.
I have 15 AC.
So I don't know if that would be any better then, but
Actually, after further review, I have a +2 dexterity.
Well, 15 is still better than 11.
That's true.
I have a +4 to dexterity.
Would you like both a set of magic armor? I can very easily do that with.
I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah, if you got magic armor, hook us up.
Sure. So that takes.
I said that in Crowin's voice. Just like forgot to roleplay that. Yeah, hook us up, man. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, hook us up.
Okay, so that's I guess well you're +3 or
+4 to dexterity.
You have +4 to dexterity. So I guess for you it would be 17, and for Arunian it would be 15. So keep that in mind, you two.
Okay, so I'm at 17 AC.
That's a +5 magic armor.
Awesome.
It's gives you an AC of 13 plus your dexterity modifier. So whatever your dexterity modifier, add 13 to that, and keep that in mind for your AC for the rest of this session.
Got 17 AC. Nice.
So magical energies spill out of the staff and surround Arunian and Crow, and they composite floating, almost kind of like a plate mail around, which is very difficult to see. It just kind of shimmers in the light ever so slightly here and there. What is the color of the hue of the magic armor?
Well, mine is... Oh, yeah, Olivius answers that. I thought you were, like, giving me choices.
I just kind of imagined it as, like, kind of a blue shield kind of thing.
All right, yeah, it shimmers a very light sky blue. Do you have any particular, like... Are there any features of the armor? Is it just kind of plain, or is there any kind of decoration?
I just imagined it kind of plain, yeah, functional.
Okay, yeah, it's just a regular kind of plain plate that that generally shimmers over the body in the places where armor would be. So there are like kind of pauldrons and breastplate and some leggings and things like that. Again, difficult to see, but generally shimmering a little bit in the light. And that lasts for, I think that's for an hour.
What I found said 8 hours.
8 hours? So. Shit. Yeah, good. All right.
Well, we want to be well equipped because it sounds like you got this area hooked up for us. So we want to like.
That's pretty sick.
And we don't have sword fighter and master mage here, so we need some sort of.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good job.
All right. Well then, Runian, lead the way. We're heading toward the. Yeah, he leads the way. He's like, yeah, I lead the way. I don't know where the fuck I'm going, but.
Meanwhile, I want Ignatius kind of just, you know, he's gonna make some circles up a little bit ahead of us as we're traveling, you know, give us a little bit of heads up before we walk into a band
like
of
a
anything
scout,
traveling.
Spidey sense scout. Yeah, nice.
Did we want to search the ruins to the south of us, the 5 building?
We can do that on the way back.
Okay.
I definitely feel you on that because I actually want to as well, even though I know it's like just wet wood and dirt. I still want to take a look. You know, you never know.
All right, so you head east and you find a ruined storehouse. At an intersection near the middle of the village, a narrow lane winds up the steep hillside to the north. Directly to the south is a ruined building that might have been a store or workshop. Webs stretch across the lane from the building to the trees on the north side of the road.
Check my. Yeah, no, that was just the.
Okay. So yeah, you see the building, and there's a dense thicket to the north. So here's my mouse here.
Is the mouse acting up?
A little bit.
Is that keyboard that you just plugged in? Does that have like another USB port on it?
No, I don't think so. No,
sorry.
Freehand, and then the color. We're gonna make it.
I just need to get a mouse and keyboard for the streaming computer.
Yeah. So in the north here, there's webbing that crosses the thickets into the trees.
I can barely see it. It's like, all right, there we go. Yeah, I was like, this is oddly enough, it's the same color as the trees. It's all good.
And then same thing around the back here. There's also a very dense thicket. It's very overgrown, and there's webbing enough that it looks like it would be very difficult kind of terrain to navigate. You could get through, but it's just thick. And right currently you are there's a lot of webbing covering the wall in front of you. I don't even know if that's seen, but you see a wall, and it's about 15 feet high, The roof has fallen in. There seems to be overgrowth kind of coming out of it as well. And just generally, just a nest of giant spiders.
All right. I have an idea. In order to clear out some of these webs, why don't I use the Emerald Blade of Force Push Leaf Fall?
Oh.
And blow, like, at least a big section of it away? Because I'm sure, like, not to, like, OP the whole situation after you just put all that stuff down. I don't want to just, like, wipe your stuff out. But
no, that's fine.
Just, like, I want to use it to, like, clear out the webs and then draw the spiders out toward us so we're not, like, walking in. And I don't want to cast fire because it's connected to, like, trees and houses and stuff. And I don't know how much, like, I don't know in real life if spider webs is a good tinder, but in a fantasy setting, every time I've seen it, it's always caused massive fires, so...
From my experience, it burns very quickly.
Yeah.
And doesn't leave, like, it doesn't ignite very fast. It just kind of burns around whatever it is in. So if you were to light it, you could kind of burn your way, kind of like Legend of Zelda style.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, I don't want to burn down our houses either. Like, even though they're not really worth anything.
Kind of ruins anyways, but that's okay.
Yeah. So which... Like, which side of the building are you going to try and clear the webbing out of?
It's a Runian. You're in the front, so you pick, man. I don't want to, like...
I'll head to the... We'll go through south.
Okay, south.
South.
So I take my blade up, and I raise it high, and I strike straight down, and clear a path straight ahead of us.
I thought I was leading.
Oh, yeah, he's leading.
Well,
I'm behind him.
Oh, you're behind him?
Yeah, I'm just like... Like, it's almost like we're standing next to each other. I do it, but he's like...
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, the grids we can't, like, share, so we'll just imagine that we're, like, right in the same grid space together.
Yay!
And
friends!
That's right, I have to select it and delete it. Okay, yeah. So, you use your blade, and that clears out... it's actually... There's kind of like a funnel, both naturally and because of the buildings. And so the wind from your sword bursts forward and just blows all of the webbing straight away up into the air and dispersed. And so now you have a clear line to entrance of the building. Yeah.
All right. Arunian, you're up. So the path to the building's clear. What do you want to do?
Let's go and search the black void north
Black,
of us.
yeah, the black building that's in front of us. So he wants to open the door and check the inside.
Okay. So you take a look on through the ruined door, and you see the inside of the interior. It is filthy with webbing.
Whew. Filthy.
I think we found the place.
Just terrible. Just awful. It's there's a lot of kind of there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of like leaves and debris that's fallen to the ground and is just kind of been isolated within this ruin house. You take a look and go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. So Nick rolled first.
What do I got for perception? I got +4, so that's 15.
He's got 15.
D20?
Yeah.
Yes, D20.
Yeah, let's see what John rolls. He got 17. And then I'll roll just to see if I can get it higher.
This is perception.
Yeah, Mike, I got
a +1 for perception as well.
My perception. So I'm at 23.
23.
Because I rolled 19 plus my 4, so...
Olivius being in the back...
Why can't, like, we just wasted our good rolls on fucking perception. I can't believe this, guys. We're fucked.
Olivius being in the back kind of struggles to look and see, but, let me actually...
I see, like, a reflection on, like, an old brass goblet, and I see into the corner. I'm like, I see one moving.
Yeah, in the corners you can see both of the. You can see inside through the ruined building and through the cracks. You hone your senses. You and Arunian can both see both spiders in the house. They have kind of cowered into the corners, high up into the up on the wall. From the strong burst of wind that blew some of their webbing away, they could feel the vibrations and the tearing of it, and thinking that something very large had come through, retreated into positions of safety, and now you can see those spiders within, and they knew that you were coming, and now that they are aware of you, everybody roll initiative.
All right, and Malachi's here. Hello.
Malachi.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Welcome to life.
13.
Everybody, just remember what your initiative is. I need to.
He's gonna roll it down.
Second.
And also, Malachi, did you want to play with us, or are you good?
I'm good. Just watch.
Okay, I was gonna say because we have another character that it's Kevin's character, Sword Fighter. Since he's not here, if you wanted to play, you could totally jump into Sword Fighter. He's a paladin. He's a paladin, but he doesn't like he's kind of bullshitting the fact that he's a paladin. Like he doesn't really.
He's not interested in magic in the least, and the only reason he became one was to deepen his connection and study of the blade.
Yeah, he wanted to learn the blade more, but then he had to become a paladin, and he's kind of like, I guess.
I guess I'll learn the
holy light
and the fucking words things. And,
he's like,
I'll protect everybody.
Holy light, bless you. I don't know. Yeah.
So he does. He does have some magic, but he's like. The way he worked his stats out was to just suck at magic anyway. So it'd be funny, like, he can do things like he can do lay on hands and things where they're just kind of automatic, but any actual spells that he'll cast that, like, require a roll, he's not going to be very good at, which is, like, role-playing wise is just, it's choice.
But also...
I haven't played Dungeons & Dragons in, like, quite literally 18 years.
Wow.
All right, well, you can just sit back if you want to.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Comment on our bad choices.
His character is almost exactly like mine was. Mine was like a warrior that became like a monk that eventually just like became a thief.
Yeah, and also Sword Fighter's blade skills are so good. He like decapitates people basically.
He's got a big, heavy greatsword.
Yeah. So did you get the thing to write down initiatives, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick rolled a 13.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll now. I got a 2, so I'm going to be the lowest man in the totem pole.
2.
Do you not have a plus anything?
Oh, yeah, I do have a fucking plus. What the fuck?
I mean, you can still be the lowest person in the
initiative. So I have 6, Mike. Write 6 for me.
6, okay.
I rolled 19.
Damn. Nice, John. Keep rolling like that, man.
God damn.
Well, it's good that you are in front and you have initiative, so you can actually do the attacks. Because
Nick, roll that d20 again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're not going to roll the demonic one? Oh, you got a 17.
17.
Oh, good. Good job. Spider-Man.
And for the stream now, we have Shadowgate's entire soundtrack playing.
Oh, nice.
It's perfect for this.
Okay. That should be turn order.
All right.
Yeah, Nick, you just tied with a spider, so I need you to re-roll.
No, that makes sense. I kind of figured that was what had happened.
Okay.
Why can't the spider re-roll? I mean,
well, the spider did re-roll.
Right?
He just re-rolled lower.
Actually, you know what you should play for when it's like a dire circumstance, you should play the one where the torch is starting to go out.
Oh, I just have it on loop because I don't have like straight control, but I could totally do that with this thing. I could program like a specific song. I should just do that next time because also when Michael has.
That used to make me panic. That torch going out thing. I was like, "Oh God, it's happening!" It made my heart skip. I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
All right. So first in the order is Arunian.
Arunian.
Right.
So you got 2 spiders. They're pretty.
Yeah, 2 spiders.
There's one in the corner. You can see the map, so you know.
And you should know that the interior is thick with webs. and while like you can walk into them, getting out of it is a little difficult.
So rough terrain.
Right. So
not even rough terrain. It's more like
Can we only like maybe then move one space then instead of like multiple?
marked 6 there. Oh, it is difficult terrain. Oh yeah, it's just difficult terrain. But if you fail your check, so not only is it difficult terrain, it's also you have to pass strength checks, and on a failure you're restrained in the webbing, and then you have to pass a check to get unrestrained in the webbing. So that's what the interior of the so yeah, if you go inside, it will be rough terrain and it will be webbing that you will have to regularly succeed on strength checks.
All right.
You think it's possible to lure the spider out?
Like do a shout at it, be like ah, and it fucking like.
Maybe we can entice it with food or something. Make it
yeah, I didn't think of that. Do we have any food?
See.
Actually, I might have some, but I have trail rations.
You could try.
It's up to Michael
or
though.
do you want the other option, Arunian? A couple options. One, you may or may not have a bow and arrow. You could try to get at it from a distance. The other option is you could do your.
You are a ranger. You probably would be able to.
Should have.
Yeah, I'm also kind of like in my mind, I'm looking at the map layout, and there's like only like one. Excuse me. It looks like there's only like one way to get into that left room and 2 ways to get into the right room.
It's
if I charge in, I don't want to be blocking the room so you guys can't come in because I'm unsure how many tiles I can move once I get in there.
You'd be able to go at least 3, I'd say. It's just that's if you pass all your strength checks.
Yeah, you have to pass one every tile.
Okay, well, I guess I'll shoot it with a bow.
Okay. Go ahead and make a ranged attack. That's a D20 plus 2 to hit.
Okay. Waiting for that roll. He got 12.
12, 14.
So 14.
Yeah, you hit. So go ahead and roll damage. That's going to be 1d8 piercing.
Oh, you roll a d20. You have to roll.
What do I roll?
A d8?
Oh, d8, yeah.
A d8.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you got an 8.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, so you let loose an arrow.
Damn, nice shot.
It flies right into that spider, hitting it in one of its larger eyes, and it screeches out. And now it's Olivia's turn.
Makes that Warcraft spider noise that it's just. No, it's like a screech, isn't it, Mel?
It's like a screech and then a hiss and then like a.
Yeah.
So I want to move, kind of behind Arunian in the doorway. That way I can cast my firebolt like above his head at the spider.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, you got that. You can also roll that one. It's up to you. Got 3 die here.
Ooh, that wasn't great. 12? Yeah, 12.
12. Did you add your modifier?
Yes.
Yeah. No, that misses. It flies in and hits the wall and it kind of explodes a little bit and burns some of the webbing away from the wall.
Okay. Spider's turn?
It is now, yes, a spider's turn. Difficult surfaces, weapons. Oh, interesting. Okay. Crow.
Yes.
In front of you, you see 2 legs pop up from behind the wall, and then 4, and then 6, and then 8.
Oh, there's no roof on the thing. I didn't know there was. Okay, that's good to know.
And then a spider pops out on top of the roof and scuttles down the wall and tries to bite you.
Okay. Well, wouldn't it be better if he was in the tile next to me? Because I can't attack him if he's like straight ahead like that.
No, he's on the wall.
Oh, he's on the wall? Okay, so we'll just say he's on the wall. Okay.
Yeah, he's on the wall facing you.
All right, fair enough.
Yep. Okay.
Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
That battle theme.
Yeah, he tries to bite at you, but it's an awkward position, and all you have to do is kind of step away from the wall, and he misses.
Step away from the wall like any sane person would do.
Yes, that was really loud, Nick. Damn, you just yelled at everyone.
And then the spider in the corner, having been frightened by the fire, climbs over the wall and to the side of the house, say right there, and he is going to shoot some webbing at Arunian. So let's see what happens. Ooh. All right, that's going to hit. So on a hit, target is restrained by webbing. The restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check, bursting the webbing on a success. Webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. It has an AC of 10 and HP of 5, and it's vulnerable to fire damage. Immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage because it's fucking webbing. Yeah. So Arunian, you are now restrained.
All right.
Crow, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to attack with my emerald longsword.
All right.
Wait, what the hell is it? I'll pull it up. Yes, the emerald blade of leafall. I'm going to do an attack. I'm going to use the demonic dice. I kind of like that. It's hard to read the numbers, but I like it. Okay, so there's that. Let me check my points. So I can give you I'm just going to give you the numbers plus whatever.
Yeah.
And that's to hit.
I will return in a moment.
All right. So I got a... Oh, this dice is really hard to read. Yeah. So I got a 12.
A 12.
Altogether, yeah.
Yeah, you swipe, but the spider is nimble, and it retreats up the wall.
Awesome. All right. Not awesome, but, you know, at least I didn't get fucked in the ass by it.
Arunian, make a strength check.
Okay, it's a D20?
It's a D20, yeah.
Okay.
Roll that dice.
8.
8. What's your strength modifier? Actually, I can take a look at that. I have that open, I think. I don't think
plus
it's
3.
It's plus 3. Yeah. You struggle against the webbing, and you feel it give just a little bit, but it's elastic and it snaps right back, and you are restrained.
The Acme webbing. That shit.
And so you cannot move and you cannot attack this turn.
You can swear at the spider.
I think you can yell at it. Actually, let me check what restrained.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Yay.
Restrained D&D.
But I can yell at a spider?
5th.
Yeah. Well, John's character is restrained by webbing, so he's like he can't attack, he can't do anything normal, but you can yell at the spider.
Hell yeah.
You're like, yeah, you motherfucker, come on.
Speed it becomes 0.
You ain't got nipples.
You ain't got no nipples.
Against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls. Okay, so you can attack. It's just that you attack with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay.
Get him, Tiger.
Yeah, let's do the bow again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 twice.
Here we go. Nice, 16. And 6.
And 6.
And that's the problem.
Yep. You are unable to to pull back your bow far enough to effectively shoot an arrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's your turn.
All right.
It is now Olivia's.
Could one of those guys free me?
They can, yes. You can say, "Hey, fucker, cut me up."
Fucker. Get your ass over here. Cut me loose.
Crow, cut us loose. You never hit anything anyway, so at least you could do is cut me loose.
Well, do you want me to get him loose, or do you?
No, you should. Well, it's up to you. You should use your magic. I can.
Okay.
I could do it.
Okay.
You gotta get his foot loose. Put on those Sunday shoes.
Yeah.
Cut foot loose.
And besides, it would be better since the spiders are going to go next in the turn order.
Okay.
So if you cut them loose, they could just.
Okay. So I'm going to toss a firebolt at the one that's got Arunian. Actually, hold on.
There's one in front of me.
Throw a fireball at me.
Do the one on the wall? That would be. Okay.
I would say so.
I'm going to aim at the one on the wall.
Okay.
In front of Crow.
Gotcha.
Oops. Come back here.
So
7.
7.
No, actually, technically 9, but
9.
still.
Yeah. Again, it just bursts against the wall, and the spider scatters away.
So you should have used the demonic dice. That's what I'm calling this weird designed.
I'm using the gray one.
Oh, you gonna use the gray one? Okay.
Unless you want it next, but.
No, it's fine.
You want to move anywhere, Olivius?
It's up to you. I think you're in a.
I think I would think
you're all ranged anyway, so you can stand as long as it's not in the fire.
Gonna get anyways, so yeah.
Just do it.
You good? Where are you going?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just standing. Yep.
Okay. Piter turn. All right. So Crowwind, the spider on the wall, trains its eyes on you. And it's going to try and shoot you with webbing.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was going to do. I mean, that's logical.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and it gets you good. I think some even gets in your eyes and your mouth a little bit. And you are...
So I'm telling you guys, every time we do this, it's like specifically me. I'm gonna make a what do you call it? A compilation of D&D nights, like every D&D night, where all of the shit just fucking hits me. Not that I mind. I'm enjoying myself. It's just funny how all the terrible shit happens to me.
Crow.
Exactly.
Poor Crow. Just an adventure playing D&D. Can't roll dice good. Gets fucked up. Gets cursed by a goblin god. Oh no.
Yeah, well, no, you're the one making the game, so that's what I'm trying to point out.
Get good.
Ooh.
Get good.
Roll dice better.
God damn it, I'm trying.
I should play a bard, but I should play him like a hype man.
You know what? If Nick was cool, I'd just be like, yeah, that was a 20. Nick's like, yep, that's what that was. But no, I'm not going to do that. That's fucked up.
Yes.
I have integrity.
All right, yeah. So you're restrained. It's
like,
Piter 1.
oops, I knocked my phone off this couch. Let me grab that while you're rolling.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And now
Tilting.
Spider 1 trains its 7 eyes because there's an arrow in one of them at Olivius, and oh man, it shoots webbing at Olivius. And you know what? I'm gonna say it has disadvantage because you're so goddamn big. But it keeps webbing you up anyway. And Olivius, you are now wrapped up in webbing. You are all restrained.
Okay.
This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, Crowwind, it's your turn. Make a strength DC check.
Okay, I have no strength bonuses, so whatever I roll has to be the.
Just put the dice.
What was the check I need to make?
You have to make a 12.
What'd you say, John?
So just put the dice on a 1. Save us all some trouble.
All right, I'm gonna set it up to 1, and I'm gonna drop it into the tower. Oh, I got 11, but it's not. It's just not enough.
Just not enough. Again, you struggle against the restraints of the webbing. You manage to pull some of it out of your mouth, but it just snaps right back, and your arms are pressed to your body.
Awesome. But I can still attack. So
yes.
I'm going to attack the first one, and I got to roll 2d20.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my first one. Let's see here. Oh, that's not going to do it. It's just a 2. I'm not even going to roll the second one.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really get leverage. You're so
yeah, 50 Shades of spider webbing.
Fucked up with web that you can't really move.
Pretty much.
Arunian, go ahead and make that strength check again.
Arunian?
11.
11. And what's your modifier?
I think it's +3.
Yeah, so I think he...
And the second was an 8.
No, you're good. You just have to roll it
Oh, I
once.
didn't have to roll 2?
No, you don't have.
This is for the web break, not for your attack.
Webbing.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right. Yeah. You strain against the webbing, and this time, you feel like you might have weakened it the first time, and you strain against it, and the webs burst apart, and you are free. What would you like to do?
Kill it! Kill the spider! Oh, God!
How much hit points does the spider have left?
I can't tell you how many hit points it has. But
yeah.
It looks, it's looking okay. It's got the one arrow sticking out of its eye, so I mean that hurt it, but
I'll charge it with my short sword.
Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Bam, bam.
7.
Plus, what's your to hit with your short sword?
It'd have to be incredible.
Short sword.
It's +5, but it still won't do. You swing at the spider, and it uses 2 of its arms to smack the blade away as you try attacking it.
Damn, this spider must have a high AC or something.
Okay, now it is Olivius's turn. Make your strength check.
Okay, I'll do this first. Well, actually, no. I want to ask a question first.
Okay.
When the spider wrapped me up,
yes,
was it my upper torso or was it my lower torso?
The whole body.
Yeah, he got
whole body.
He rolled. It sounded like he rolled 2 really high rolls. When he wrapped
I'm
up.
gonna say you're all wrapped up.
I don't like that one. I got a 12. Yay!
12? Yeah, you burst out.
Okay.
You just kind of move, and it breaks apart. And you're like, whatever.
What the fuck? It's like silly string.
Do I want to do to one? Nope.
And I'm over here like, oh God, it's up my ass. Oh God.
I am going.
How did it get up there?
I'm going to use a non-cantrip here. I'm going to use Burning Hands.
Ooh.
Oh God.
At the spider in front of Crow on the wall.
Don't hit me with that. I don't want it to burn my ass. It's like sand. It gets everywhere.
3d6 of fire damage. And it makes a dexterity saving throw. If it succeeds, it takes half the damage. And it's a DC 12 for me.
DC 12. Okay, it does succeed its dex saving.
Okay. So that's a 3, 4. Well, total 4. 9. So it would take 5 damage then, I think.
Okay, yeah, 5 damage.
Spider's like, fuck! I feel like every creature in every game needs to have that sound when it gets hit. Just yells fuck really loud.
I'm gonna need a recording of that because I've been making a lot of Minecraft.
I sent you like I sent you like one a couple years ago.
Yeah, I need more.
You need more of me just because we just like a quick side story. When we were playing Unreal 1, I made a voice pack called the Vulgarian, which is just where I'm incredibly vulgar. And so whenever you hit your every time you take fall damage, your character would say, "Ow, my fucking leg," and it would sound just like that. It's my voice that I recorded, but because of the differences in height on stairs, if you made the stair just a little too tall, your character would go downstairs like, "Ow my fucking leg."
And then there was like, depending on like what was going on with the stage or the level and things like that in the game, it would there was a pitch modifier. So sometimes like,
yeah, that's right.
If you were like underwater or something, you'd be like, "Oh my fucking leg," or like hop higher in the atmosphere, like, "Ah, my fucking leg," like super high pitch.
It always killed me whenever you get shot. You're like, "Fuck! God damn it! Shit! Ow!" Like you just hear that because it would give me like a different one each time. So I was playing the Torch theme right now.
Or like, what the hell?
I'll be back. I guess restroom.
Okay.
Oh, you missed it. The Torch theme stopped.
Yeah, so far, like, I've been working on this mod for Minecraft because I started playing it again a little bit, and the one I've replaced all the villagers with Little John, and it's really irritating. Like, you just go into like a villager.
Yeah.
You go into the village, and they're like, "Bia, yeah," and when you start hitting them, they're like, "Yeah, what?" And then
They're all
I replaced the sounds that the drown do with Alex Jones just saying crazy shit. So,
that's great.
You kill him and he's like, "Come on in, the water's warm, the blood of the children."
Oh man.
And you punch him in the face, he's like, "I don't care about that. I don't care about that."
I don't know why that's funny. Sorry. Alright, so back to the spider murdering. Okay. If we can.
That spider
took 5 damage from Olivius's attack, which means now it is Spider's turn, if I'm correct.
Spider's turn, and the spider is going to attack Crowwind, who is restrained, right?
Is it the one next to me, or is it a Runian spider?
The one next to you.
Okay.
Yes. So it's going to make an attack on you. Yeah, and that's going to hit. It's going to bite you, and that's going to do...
Well, remember I have 17 AC.
Yeah.
Okay, you wrote that down.
Yep.
Okay.
It is sufficient. Actually, yeah. Shit. Okay, and then bite is... You take 9 damage.
Fuck, I'm like dead basically, almost. 11, I have 6 points left.
Yep.
That sucks. As I said, but let's whose turn is it now?
Other spider.
No, it's other spider's turn.
Gotcha.
It's gonna bite at a Runian. And it will fail. So awesome. It doesn't bite a Runian. And now it's Crowwind's turn.
It is now my turn.
Go ahead and make your strength DC.
Alright. Strength DC. Alright. Does not do it. 3, so will not do it. Let's go ahead and do an attack on the spider in front of me with the longsword, because that's all I can really do at this point.
Sure.
Because if he hits me again, I'm just dead.
Yep.
So... Yeah, it doesn't do it. That's it. Alright, next.
Right. It's Runian. He's in the bathroom. So we can just have a conversation about,
About?
Well, what would you like to talk about?
My chances in this whole campaign have been really low. Like... Pretty much anytime I've like done anything risky, like I think I've been saved by Michael just being nice. But a lot.
No, I'll admit, every time you did something ridiculous, I didn't really intervene. I just kind of let it play out.
Yeah, and like fortunately, like those have some of them have played really well, but a lot of times, for the most part, my combat has just been like at the very beginning, I was rolling really good.
Oh, you know what? You're not sneak attacking.
No.
You should be sneak attacking.
Well, what the fuck?
Because you have allies next to you. Why aren't you doing that?
Well, because I keep forgetting that I can do shit, man. It's like...
You have to remember that you're a rogue, and that's your rogue power.
I know, but whatever. Honestly, I'm just kind of like... getting bummed out. Because I just don't know I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting punished.
I think everybody has a health potion at this point too. Might even have 2.
Yeah. But I think I'm out of action, so can't do anything now.
Let me see if drink potion is a bonus action.
I think it is. I do have bonus actions of cunning action, dash, disengage, or hide.
Drinking or missing a potion takes an action. The question is, does the final sentence apply to all potions or just healing potions? potion of healing does not requires an action to drink or administer. Action is no function of the use of an item and action, but if section inconceivable as we know. Fuck it, it's a bonus action to drink a potion.
You're like reading a forum and it's just like, well, I don't know. Listen,
like, well,
here's
the player's handbook says this. And what we're going to do is we're going to define if in this scenario and how it applies to. Fuck it. You bite the cork with your teeth and then you down the potion. And
okay.
It's a bonus action.
Hold on. Let me. Is it okay? I can do that right now.
Sure.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's your game. So we have. We have 4 healing potions total.
Oh, okay.
We've been keeping track. I've been keeping track of how many things we keep.
So you got 2 of them on you, and I'd say.
Just using one.
Yeah. Let me.
And how much should I roll to see how much health points I get back?
Let me check real quick. Basic health potion. D&D. Potion of healing.
Yeah, there's like it's funny because every time you described them, I'm like, of how many health points?
All right. Yeah, roll 2d4 and plus 2.
Okay, so 2d4. Thank you. Got a 4 and a 1, so 6.
4, 5,
7. 7.
Yep. So you're back to 14.
Cool.
Or
14.
13.
13. Okay, 13 health.
13.
Well, I might be able to survive one more bite if I'm lucky.
I'm gonna lay the smackdown on the smiter next to you.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like getting my ass.
I thought the last one.
I need to like honestly. I need to really think about how I engage in these situations because I feel like maybe it's just like in between sessions I get to a point where it's like I just forget what my character can do. Like you guys have like a list of spells that you guys can cast, and it's like you have all your shit there, whereas mine it's like at the very, very bottom of the page in very small text with almost no real information beyond that saying sneak attack, and then that's literally my only other trait, and if I use it I do way more damage. Yeah, and I could have totally used it in that turn. And I have some of my bonus actions, like if I'm under attack by something, I should be disengaging.
Yeah, because you can just disengage and move away, and then hide. And
yeah.
Then, yeah.
I just need to learn to play my character better, man. That's all it is. I'm just not very good at...
Also, Arunian has a planar warrior thing he can do, where he can choose one creature, and next time you hit that creature, return a weapon attack, all damage dealt by that planar warrior. At 3rd level, you learn to draw the energy. But how often can you, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see?
Yeah.
Next time you hit that creature, on return weapon attack, damage dealt by attack becomes force damage. Creature takes an extra 1d8 force damage. All right, so he can just do that every turn now, if it's a creature.
Oh.
Yeah, which is something he can start doing.
Hey Mal, are you there?
Yeah.
What is the game that which D&D was it that you can do oh, that's me talking. Hey, stop it. What the sorry.
Recursion.
Yeah, I was trying to like double check the stream to make sure it wasn't too loud, but it's fine. What's the it's so Neverwinter Nights. Could you find out like what exactly like what the gameplay would be if we were to play it like it was a D&D campaign?
I played it one time.
Because you and I played it, and we played just the co-op mode, but like as a D&D campaign. How would it work?
It's almost identical to that with... Well, hold on. I can find you the guide, because at some point they actually took it and they put it into a PDF and they released it for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's long, too. It's like 580 some odd pages.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's stupidly long.
That's a textbook.
Well, Well, because when they made it into a game, what they did was they broke it up into Neverwinter Nights 1, and then there was Neverwinter Nights 2, and then there was like all the expansions that they had for the first one and the second one. The PDF and the whole like pen and paper Neverwinter Nights was actually all of the campaigns from all of those games into one. So it's like 583 pages or some shit.
I was just trying to think, like in the game, like the computer game, was there like a mode or something? Like how does online play work beyond what we played, or is that just it?
If I remember right, what they did was they took the 3-player campaign and they just used that. But I don't remember. It's been so long.
Okay, well maybe that's something I can look up, because I would like it, because I like Roll20 and I like the stuff we're doing, but I also want to like switch it up and try other things, because I think
I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah,
I actually have it somewhere. I have it on like an old CD, like from back when I first got a CD burner when those were new. That's how long it's been.
You set up your pirate.
Neverwinter was out way before even the second game had its last X-Pack.
Yeah, from what I understand with Neverwinter Nights expansions, they were better than the base game, which is what we beat. Because I remember that base game, like we got to a point in it where we were like, all right, we need to just fucking get through it. Like, your character was like what, 2 intelligence? So your character just
that was the first game, yeah.
Yeah, so your character just talked like
he talked like a fucking idiot,
like a Frankenstein.
Like, yeah, like we went to the vendor and he's like, me need temple stuffs, and it was like a temple. Talked like a freaking caveman. He was all dumb and shit. But his strength was like through the roof. Like his strength and everything was maxed out. So like if he got into a fight, he would just go batshit crazy. He's like full blown barbarian. I think I found the PDF. I don't know if this is the one because the internet is lagging.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking at. A lot of people are like, I can't. How do you set up a game? With no, but I mean, if it's just like, oh, yeah, you would have to make a new host server. That would be cool.
There's a couple of different online platforms for D&D, and there's like the most, I forget even what it's called, but it's specifically for Dungeons and Dragons, and then you can buy like the digital books, and they include all the maps and the setup and things.
Oh, on Roll20?
So you just
not
reminded
on Roll20,
me.
on another. It's a separate application. I think you buy it on Steam, but then like you buy the
What's
packs through Wizards of the Coast. Let me look it up.
You just reminded me.
It's stupid.
Did you know
though.
For that? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. For that same thing, did you know that there's a Diablo?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah.
I actually got it. Oh man, I wish I was like one of those responsible kids that saved things when they collected it. Because when I first got, I got like one of the, I think first or second edition. Like when Diablo 2 first came out, my grandma was like, "We're getting this game because we love Diablo 1," and so she went and got it, and it came packaged with a starter kit for a D&D version of Diablo, with all the character sheets and maps and stuff. And it was like, if you want the full game beyond just the first dungeon, you can go here.
That set sells right now no cheaper than about $1,000 on eBay.
Of course,
it's very hard to find.
Of course it does. Because yeah. I didn't save it. And you know what's fucked up is like as a kid, I was like, I played it. It was my first ever D&D experience. I was the DM for it, and I didn't know what I was really doing. But we played. It was fun. We enjoyed it. My friends from the neighborhood came over. We played it on our front porch on a windy fucking day. And that's why I was pissed about it, because shit was flying everywhere all the time. Like, oh, here goes my character sheet's gone, and he was like a barbarian, and yeah, it was really cool. But now I'm like thinking back to it, like as an adult, I'm like, man, with how many people love Blizzard games? Could you imagine if I still had that? I'd be fucking
there's
a
lot of shit like that from my childhood too. That like, it was, now you find it online and it's like, oh cool, it's like $5,000. Also, back to the Neverwinter thing. With the Neverwinter one that I'm talking about, the one that's like almost 600 pages or whatever, that specific campaign is the one that's not done by Wizards of the Coast. Oh. If you find the one by Wizards of the Coast, it's a whole different thing.
Wow.
Yeah, the one the games is based after is actually the older one.
So there's an application called Fantasy Grounds, and you can buy a 4-pack for $120, or it's $40 by itself. But then, let's see, then you have to buy the modules. So that's $20 for like Phandalin, another $50 for classes, another $50 for monsters, and now it's like $53 per person. There's also a subscription model, and it's just oh man.
I'm seeing $10 a month on the Ultimate Edition for that, but $4 a month for the standard.
Yeah.
Pen and paper.
What exactly does this do now? Does this just like allow you to play it basically like full like original pen and paper way up there, or?
It is I think it's the most advanced and like Dungeons and Dragons centric online player. So the Dungeon Master has its specific controls. The players have their controls. It looks a lot like Roll20, but then again, the positive is Wizards of the Coast sells packages specifically for that. So when you have that application, you can buy the modules, and so that is set up. So it's like with the one that we're playing, I had to import the maps and the tokens and things. I might have been able to found one somebody already did online on Roll20, but I have to make all that. And I think with this, it's all just ready to go, and it's set up for people to play, and it's like it'll have all the notes and all the areas, and it's like for the DM, there's a DM screen, but like integrated into the map and everything, so like everything they need is right at their fingertips. Whereas with me, I have like 6 tabs open and a book in front of me and all that shit. So I think it's just a unified system for playing Dungeons and Dragons, specifically 5th edition. But I know I've seen some people playing on YouTube, and it seems nice, like it seems all centralized, but I think it's just deciding like whatever you use to play works. Like I like what we do. Like Roll20 works just fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to do some more research on Roll20, because it seems like, you know, beyond just like being our tabletop kind of thing. Like I don't know what, like, do you know like the extent of like how much we can really kind of interact with this?
If I set it up, like you'd be able to move your own character and then keep track of their stuff, and then it all depends on how much effort you put in. So it's like
I can play it from my tablet.
Yeah.
And then just have the stream up like this, and then this will be our overview.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll I'll have Courtesy be, you know, just the main screen, and then I can just be on my own thing, and control my character that way. And then Nick can do it on his phone, Jameer on his phone, and John on his computer, or anybody else who wants to join. Because I feel like beyond what we're doing here, it'd be easier for everyone who wants to connect to just do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I watched a couple of D&D streams where they had the video because Roll20 has built-in video modules, so people can just actually like put their camera up there, and because I'm on the Courtesy thing, I will be able to see everyone's camera connected directly to it. You can even look at it through my tablet camera, but that would be kind of pointless since I'm sitting right here.
Yeah.
I think there is a bigger opportunity here for us beyond what we're doing here, and I think if we actually set this up prior to next week, it would make it a lot more accessible for all of us playing, and anybody else who might want to join us, so that way they can just go into the website and then they can just play directly with us. And I think that means that one of us would have to, I mean, I don't mind if it's something that you're interested in, Mike, putting money down on it. It's up to you though. Like, because it's...
So I just messaged all of you guys, and I sent the Wizards of the Coast version of the Neverwinter, which I looked over, and it's just like the really long one, but it's like a very like simplified version of the one that I was talking about, the older one.
Oh.
But that's the PDF with the whole thing in it.
Let me take a look at that, and some message.
And I'll be right back.
Awesome. Yeah, there it is. Neverwinter campaign setting. Woo, that's a big ass manual. Thank you for that. So what do you think, Mike?
I don't even know if I have to subscribe, because getting like the people interaction things, that's just some settings I have to tweak.
Well, I was gonna say, like, just for the extra bits, you know what I mean? Like make it look nicer.
I mean, what do you get with that? Let's see. I think you get dynamic lighting, and then you get access to the libraries.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Let's see. Roll 20 subscriptions. Subscription FAQ.
Oh, here, there it is.
Marketplace. Community. Water deep. Become a supporter. You get. Yeah, you get character vault, custom, easily create your own from scratch or customize your homebrew rules, character sheets, game and players, unlimited. Upload storage is maxed out. Dynamic lighting, table on tablet support, FX tool, transmogrifier, share pages, characters, handouts, and more between any of your games. Development server for you as game creator and your players play with the newest goodies, so that's their beta, whatever. The Roll20
I'm back,
API.
sorry.
Hey!
And it's your turn.
Yep.
If you want to smack the spider in front of you.
I do. Give me that
Alright.
short sword.
Smack it and then spit on it.
I will.
Go ahead and
Oh, wait, Biddy. We
wait,
discovered the game master was rambling, and we discovered that if you call out a creature before you do anything, if you hit it, you do like an extra what, D4?
D8. So it's the way,
D8?
yeah, an extra D8 of damage. So
Holy cow.
So Biddy, the way this works is because of your I forgot what type of ranger it is, but you have this planar warrior trait. So you're 3rd level, and what that means is you draw on the energy of the multiverse, and it augments your attack. And so as a bonus action, you call out a creature that you can see within 30 feet, and when you hit it, on a turn that you do that with a weapon attack, the damage dealt becomes force damage, and in addition to the damage it would normally take, it also takes a 1d8 force damage.
Oh,
so
wow.
it all becomes for this. So you get to add an extra d8. So for free, every time you make an attack, you call out, and it has to be weapon attack, but you can do an extra d8 if you hit.
Okay.
All right.
So that spider with a short sword, I roll d20 now, right?
Yep.
10.
And with a +5, hits.
Ooh, nice.
So you do 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 3 force damage. So roll a d8 and a d6.
Okay, d6 coming up.
Or is
it the d8 first?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They're all getting added together, and addition is commutative.
Yeah.
Right, the d6 rolled a 4.
Nice.
Oh my, d8 rolled a 1.
All right, so that's 8 total. Right, 8. Yes. So 8 force damage on the spider.
Thank you, streamer community, for the courtesy. For the 50th time.
All right, that's spider.
They keep subscribing and unsubscribing. They've been doing it for the last, let's see, how many other times? Keep going, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be Olivia's now.
Last week.
Okay. 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 So the spider that keeps trying to eat Crow is getting effed up.
All right.
I'm gonna do Mind Spike on it.
Mind Spike. Fuck yeah.
So target must pass a Wisdom save, and I can't imagine a spider has a whole lot of Wisdom, but who knows?
Yeah.
Or it takes 3d8 psychic damage. It takes half as much on its success.
Okay. What's the check?
Or
is it versus?
I don't know. You're the one who knows how all this works. My DC is 12. I don't know if that's what I need or not.
That's the check. So I have to pass that.
Okay.
So the spider passed that check. So go ahead, roll damage. You'll take half that much.
That's a 5. That's a 3, which gives us 8. Come on, 3. So that's 11 total. Half of which would be 6. Yeah.
All right, so it takes 6 damage. Are there any other effects?
On a failed save, nope.
Okay. All right. It kind of braces itself against the wall, and you see like a shudder pass through it, and then its legs shake in anger. Now it is that spider's turn.
Spider turn.
So it is going to look at Olivius and spit some web at him.
Well, at the very least, I distracted it from you.
Okay. What's your AC?
13.
13. It matches, so it hits you, and so you are now restrained. Spider 2 is going to attack Arunian. With a bite, it will miss, and now it's going to try and run away. 30 feet. Arunian, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
5. It teeters at that high number and then just rolls slightly off and hits that lower
There's
number.
no middle ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's okay, man. My last 2 games so far have been don't trust me with the dice.
Yeah, but you haven't died yet either, so
by the grace of my good friends, and I'm not talking about the people in the game, I'm talking about my friends just being like, awesome, I have not died.
I'm not dead yet.
Crowwind.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks for the PDF, Mal.
Yeah.
You're still restrained, aren't you?
Yeah, I haven't broke free.
All right.
Go
ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. I got a 15.
15. Yeah. You flex and rip the webbing around you, and you are free.
You're like, get swole, bro.
I am gonna do a sneak attack on.
Hey, we're going for some cigarettes. You want anything? Oh yeah, that's right. You're still wrapped up in a web.
I'm gonna do a sneak attack on the spider in front of me.
Okay.
And I need to roll d20 first for hit. So I'm gonna do that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I got a 20 exactly. I didn't roll 20, but it's a 14 plus 6, so 20.
All right, yeah, you hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
Okay, so it's gonna be. Hold on a second here. 2d6 extra damage on attack plus a 1d8 from my sword. So I'll roll the sword first.
You get 2d6 plus?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's like it says attack 2d6 extra damage on attack where you have advantage or another enemy creature is within 5 feet. So I can use once per turn.
Oh wow, yeah, 2d6. All right. Yep. So 2d6, and then it's a short sword.
It's the long sword,
D8, or a long sword. Yeah, it's a d8. Okay. Yep. So go ahead, roll your die, and then.
So 3, 6, and then this is d8, right? I got the right dice.
No, that's a d10.
D10. Okay, thank you. It's hard for me to tell.
It has a 0 on it.
Fair enough. Okay. And a 7.
7.
So 16.
16.
And you don't add. You add something to that, don't you?
No. Well, actually, yes, I do. Hold on. Let me check my thing because I wrote. We didn't put this on my character sheet, and we totally should, so it's easier for you to see too. But it does +4 piercing.
So how much total?
How much did I roll?
That was a 7, so that was 16 plus 7? Or no, what
16
was
plus 4?
Yeah.
So 16 plus 4, so 20.
All right. The emerald, it's an emerald. It's a green sword. What
Yes.
is it?
It's an emerald colored blade, so
The emerald sword sings. Yeah, we'll say it sings through the air, straight through the head of the spider, and cleaves it straight in half. And the spider shudders and falls from the wall, dead.
and I just go, well, that was disgusting. That's one. We have another one who's running away. So we're not at done in a done yet. We're almost there. That's the way I describe it.
It's Arunian's turn.
Arunian. Is he here?
All right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Where's the one spot up north is
He's fled into the spider webs.
okay. But we got the one on the wall still, right?
No,
He's
that
dead.
one is dead.
Crow
got it good.
I got it good for once because I'm actually going to use my character sheet now instead of being like, I swing my sword at the thing in front of me. And Mike's like, yeah, you miss and then you die because you're not using your character.
Let's see here.
I'm now thinking back to all the campaign stuff I've been doing so far, where if I would have read my character sheet and used my skills, I could have gotten out of some situations that I put myself in.
Arudin, do you want to possibly cut me free, and that way we can
you're still in
pursue
the
as...
web?
I just got webbed.
Oh,
again.
you just... Okay, yes, I will cut him free.
Okay, go ahead, roll d20.
17?
Yeah. We're gonna say, we'll say you use your short sword. Roll damage.
Nice. Okay, 16.
Well,
No. Roll a D.
we'll just you cut him loose. We'll just say it.
It's like, yeah.
What was I supposed to?
The webbing has an HP of 5, so you're supposed
I
to
use a D8.
supposed to hit it and then But wait, you have like a +3 to whatever, right?
Your sword has like a piercing
It's your
damage.
sword.
Where is it at? I saved
Yeah,
it.
so I need to put that in my character sheet. Is there like a character sheet editor, Mike?
You should just be able to
Because it looks like this is really nicely written. Or is this just like you used a PDF editor?
I used a browser to generate, but you should be able to just open the PDF and edit it. Like it shouldn't.
I tried to do that and it wouldn't let me do it because I had like resave it, but it's on like what do you call it? Internet Explorer browser.
Yeah, like if you save it to your computer and then you open it with like Adobe or some sort of PDF editor or something, you should be able to change it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I see where this. Okay, I see this. I got you.
Yeah, I'll do that next time for you, Mike, so that way you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d6 just for fun, Biddy.
3.
3. Yeah, you cut right through those webs. Yeah, Livius is now free.
Fire the torpedoes. And by torpedoes, I mean magic missile.
You want to move anywhere, Arunian?
Oh, I got.
Magic missile.
Yeah, I will move.
Well, they're homing.
Yeah.
And
Do I have
the
to see
spider's
them?
running away.
I have to see it, so I have to just grow around the building or something.
Okay.
Or
So
where the trees
well,
are.
no, because the inside is filled with webs, isn't it?
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. So probably go around the building.
Yeah, I was gonna go around right up to the edge of where the webs start.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Livius.
I'm going to go hang out behind Arunian, and we're gonna magic missile up in here.
5, 6. Okay.
No, flame the web.
Roll that damage.
Well, if he hits the magic missile's like homing, so if he's just gonna hit it without.
Gotcha.
So he just rolls for damage.
Okay.
Was that a spell slot?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah, it's fine. I mean,
Do you use your spells?
Yeah, I'm using spells.
Oh.
Your wizard.
Maybe I don't, like... Maybe, hopefully, we don't have to go up against a whole lot, but, you know,
yeah.
That's what we're here for, is using spells. Okay, so I'm going to roll for magic missile separately, like each missile separately.
Each missile. All right.
So that's a 1,
2.
That's a 4, so 5,
7.
And that's another 1/2.
So 9. So you do magic missile for 9 damage. And that hits, one of that magic missile that you rolled a 4 on, that hits one of the legs, and the leg just kind of falls off the spider.
Gruesome.
The spider is in bad shape. And now it is the spider's turn, and it is going to limp away. But first, it's going to try and web up Olivius with a web attack. It will not succeed. What's your AC, Olivius?
13.
13, yep, it misses you. And now it runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can reveal that area, because you guys can see to a good distance. So, like, that.
There are enemies nearby. That's what I keep thinking of when I see maps like this.
There you go. Alright.
We are under attack!
Alright, it is Crow's turn.
Not loud arrow noise. Alright. Well, I am going to go to the right of the building, and I'm going to fire at it with a bow and arrow when I get within range.
Okay.
Whatever the range is of it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to get as close as possible?
Well, whatever the range is of my bow to the thing, because I don't want to, like...
Your bow is...
I don't want it to be, like... I don't want to get close to it. Let's just say that much, because I don't know what's over there. I'm just putting myself in harm's way by doing that.
Short bow.
I'm pretty...
Man, I don't know. It's like 60 feet or something.
Okay.
So, like...
Whatever the range is.
It'd be like 10. 1, 2, 3. I think you just come around the corner.
Okay, that's fine.
Just be like there.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit with your bow.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, no, that's gonna miss. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Yeah,
so even with a +6, yeah.
You find that your quiver is clogged with webbing, and you can't get a arrow out fast enough.
Damn it.
Arunian.
I can't go on. Get this fucking thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to act a little bit.
It is now your turn. Arunian.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I've got push to talk on. I've been talking this whole time.
Oh.
I do it because I got two dogs that sometimes go crazy, and I don't want you guys hearing the dogs barking in the back.
Oh.
You have line of sight, and so you could attack with your longbow from there, I believe.
Okay, let's do that.
Longbow.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Do I have a longbow? Let me see.
Yeah, you do.
You have a bow of some sort.
You're a ranger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got a longbow. Yeah. Okay, roll d20.
Yep.
Anybody want a beta key for Call of Duty
8.
Blackout Battle Royale? Someone offered that to me, and I just... It's like it's in another chat room altogether, and I just completely ignore that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you draw your longbow, you draw your arrow, but the terrain is a little shaky for you, and it gets caught up in the webbing, and you miss.
No.
Do you want to try moving? You can move either around the webbing or through it if you want.
I'll move around it.
Okay.
Spider's trying to, like,
1, 2,
it's weird
4,
that, well, not really. I guess a scared creature.
6.
Yeah.
You gotta try to do it.
Okay, Olivius, your turn.
Is the top gonna stay black, or?
Yeah, this is like really, we're like borderline in here.
Boiling blood and swinging swords.
Boiling blood and swinging swords.
I'm gonna move up with Runian.
Okay.
Boiling.
Kind of going around the webbing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we're having trouble seeing the spiders. Why?
Say it'll put you there.
I didn't say in front of Runian.
Where do you want to be?
By Runian.
By Runian? How about that?
Technically, that is by me.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Right.
Anyways, I'm gonna.
I always like how the placement is like I move up next to Runian, and it's like Michael's like, oh yeah, and then like always puts us like right in the line of danger every single time, and I'm just like, yeah, that's what I meant, right? I'm like, no offense to John or anything, but I didn't really want to be in front of him.
Start writing.
This is all good.
So I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good. So I got a modified 23.
Nice.
Which does 1d10. Which did a 4.
4. Is there any add to that?
Does my mod also affect that?
You know what? Let's say so.
Okay, so that would have done an 8.
An 8. Okay. Yeah. Your mote of fire hits the spider, and it engulfs it in flame. And its body falls to the ground as if all strength has run out of it, but its legs twitch in the air helplessly as it burns to death and dies.
Jesus Christ.
Its legs twitch in the air like it just don't care.
It just...
It looks exactly like the spider thing did in The Thing when it was set on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
That was a great movie, though. Gotta love John Carpenter.
I
So,
look like that when I get out of the shower and I slip.
so that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Let's you guys think we're good to call it here? It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right
probably
then.
good.
So
We
that's
can pitch a 10.
there we go.
There's good things to come.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for this area because it's nice that not only we get a nice little dose of combat, but I got your hints about, you can conversate with these people. And just so you know, Michael, I've been trying to, but we're also like,
You just don't conversate in the way I want you to.
Well, you can't gotta build around the characters that's playing your game.
Here's the thing. It's like you get to act the way you want, and I get to act the way I want.
Right, you do.
Are you inseminating that I can't conversate?
But if you say that, then you can't get mad if we can't conversate with the characters that you created because you know who's playing your game.
Meh.
So you can't get mad if shit goes downhill.
No, I don't.
Can I make a
I was very
comment?
happy. Yes.
As I'm watching the stream and I see Michael's camera there, it's a lot better situated where it is, whereas before he looked like in a corner somewhere, like he was being punished or something.
I was in the corner.
But
Well, now he's
now
just
it
in
looks
the
like
other
he's-
room being... Not so much punished, he's just been banished.
Now he actually looks part of that, like he's in part of the house.
I'm not in the corner anymore. I'm around the corner.
Yeah, we moved the setup, so right now, that corner that he's in is actually the corner we're in. And when we do Jack's night, we'll actually have. So we have a sofa here, we have the love seat here, and I'm just gonna move the camera, and you'll be able to see all of us.
Oh wow, nice.
With it, and so we'll have it's people come in here, they're gonna be like, wow, you guys must do something scary because it's green screen all around the living room.
Because before he looked like he was in like a laundry room or something with like that one door and stuff.
No, it's just the door to my balcony.
You guys are really hard on the dungeon master there.
Well,
I would have been like, we're doing
It's called
snuff films
mood,
Yes.
ambiance,
so
getting in the zone.
what we'll do is I'll confer with Michael on Roll20 and see if we can get this more automated on site so we can better keep track of our notes. Not that I mind pen and paper, but I feel like I want to make...
What you can do is, like, you can have the character sheet in Roll20, and then you can move your own character, and then you can have all of that, like...
Yeah.
It should be centralized. You can do that, but it's just work. Like, you have to put the work in.
I want to.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure that I'm not... Because I might have to, like... look at. I don't want to look at your maps or anything, but I might have to look at some of the DM side of stuff over there. So
Sure.
I'll confer with you on that later. But yeah, so that was the end of that. Could you mute just Shadowgate there?
Turn down the music.
You just mute it. It's you just pause it. Pause Shadowgate.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, don't mute the system because I need the music.
No, I won't.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did you turn down VLC or did you just mute it? Stop it.
I turned it down and then I paused it and I turned it back up. Wait.
You didn't pause it.
I thought I paused it.
There's a pause button on the lower left corner of the window.
I'm pressing the pause button.
Hold on, let me see if I can pause it. Hold on, I put a button here. Maybe did I remove it? Yeah, I did.
There, it worked finally.
Okay.
I just wanted it to be sonically pleasing, but that's just something I can't have right now.
No, that's all right, man. Well, thank you for coming over again to play games with us. Thank you, John, for sticking around and playing Arunian. Mal dropping in. Appreciate you for hanging out with us during D&D. Michael for setting everything up in terms of the campaign. Appreciate you guys for always coming by and doing courtesy flush stuff. And we will be doing another broadcast on Monday to finish up our Dark Souls 2 and try to get through a couple more bosses. I don't have nearly as much work. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. I have to work next week. We work.
We work. We start our job.
Well, I've already been working.
Well, I started my job.
Yeah. We start the early morning stuff. But, yeah, so next Monday we'll be doing Dark Souls. Wednesday we'll do more Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And then Thursday, Tex Murphy. And then Friday we will see about a more automated version of this game. So so I feel like I'm interacting more with the game and I can do stuff on that aspect of things. Still rolling physical dice, but you know what I mean.
Right.
And the next Saturday, Darkness Comes. Is everybody like
darkness?
Oh, Malachi! Oh, he was eating. I caught him in the middle of eating something. He will be here next Saturday.
Nice.
And will be joining us on stream, and just hanging out here in Cleveland. And it'll be fun.
Why do you think
times.
the hurricane's coming?
Yeah, the hurricane. Well, Hurricane Florence is hitting South Carolina pretty bad right now, but we're definitely slated to get like the weather, like at least the rain and wind effects, some of it.
Hey, could you nuke a hurricane? Like, is that something that could be done?
I've done it.
I believe if you search nuke a hurricane, I can't remember if it's the National Weather Association or NASA. One of the two has
like,
a very detailed article about why that would be a bad idea.
All right. It's like it's a hurricane with just as much force, but now it has nuclear fallout.
Yeah, all that dust and debris
more or less
irradiated.
Yeah.
So I looked up nuke a hurricane, and I don't know if it's because I'm in Arizona where Mexican food is a thing, but it says, "Can you nuke a hurricane burrito?" So maybe.
Well, there's that. Welp. I guess that's it tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and everyone else who's here. And we'll see you guys again on the next Courtesy Flush. You guys take care and have a good night.
Bye.
See you later.